A lot of people have spoken about the Premier League being the new Super League almost, and the money that's there has created the best teams in Europe. One team's already gone out. Liverpool are struggling. Do you feel an extra kind of pressure because almost Europe looks at England and the Premier League as the kind of standard bearer?
Chelsea went through?
No, I've said one team went out, Tottenham went out.
Well, we'll see what happened. Liverpool. Honestly, I'm not thinking about. We have the pressure about defending the UK in Europe. So this area, when teams in the past go, in the 2 or 3 or 4 teams in the quarterfinals, semi-finals, same country, and say, no, that is the best league in the world. So every league is special. So this league is really good, like it was in Spain, like it's in Italy, it's in Germany, and everyone has his own things. And because this competition, like FA Cups, like this competition of 1 game, 2 games, many things are involved, like away. Something with the players itself, the managers of the club itself cannot control. It ain't big fun to make a theories about. It depends on the result. You are who you are. So I don't think so.
Whenever you come in here for games like this, people talk about Man City have not won it. Clearly, you've won it. Is it still a special competition for you? Is it a different feeling, or is it just, for someone in your position, just another game on a Wednesday and then you?
No, absolutely, it's a lovely competition, so nice competition. So playing the teams in another part of Europe and away from the no routine, but the same teams, same stadiums, same clubs here in England. Of course, it's a special competition. Of course, it's so nice to be there, to be in Europe and show our club all around Europe. It's so nice. Yeah, definitely it is. I like it.
Pep, if I'm not mistaken, the last time you talked about Leipzig, you said people forget there is another team, they have quality, they can dream. Is it in a way a burden that you have to carry, that people think that City will always win 3-0, 4-0, even against the 3rd place in Bundesliga?
Yeah, but it's the same with many theories about this institution, this club. We cannot control it. So in Paris, it's nice when you are in the start of the season Premier League and we are the main candidates, and every time we never won this competition, every time we are the main favorites to win this competition. So something good we have done in the past. Otherwise, the people cannot consider it. But the reality always speaks for itself. The reality is on the pitch, 95 minutes. And do your best against the teams like because I'm in Leipzig, and I said when it's a draw, when I took a look a little bit, even before the first leg, I said, I think it's a really, really good team. But if I talk about any team in England in Champions League, or Napoli, or Milan, or Real Madrid, or the teams are there, I said they are good too. So every team in these stages, they have a lot of qualities, many strengths, and have to tomorrow in front of our people try to impose our game. What do you have to do and bring the game? You have to win the game. So it's easy. It's not how many goals you have to score or how to do it. It's just win the game, and that is what you have to do.
Hi Pep. You've spoken to us a lot over the last few years about the importance of your role winning trophies. How important is it for you to go into the international break in a week or so's time still in the hunt for 3 trophies this year?
Really important. It is.
And what about
not just will be a bad international break for the guys who don't go to the national team, is for the fact to be alive, for the last 2 months of the season, 2 months and a half, be alive. So as much you can extend this chance to be there in the competitions, to have the pleasure to still in Europe or in the Premier League to try to be close to Arsenal, so it will be good.
And we see you put so much effort and passion into creating ways of your team playing and trying to produce these fantastic teams, but how much of a drive and a motivation is it for you to still win trophies? How much is that the motivation as opposed to perhaps building great teams that we've seen before?
That's why we're here. I didn't know any team, any manager, any players play a competition that try to don't win. So I didn't I didn't met once. So everyone's wanna didn't meet once. Everyone's won it. There's not an exception here.
Hi, Pep. This weekend you spoke about Erling's ability to always reset after a chance missed. You've been a player yourself. How hard is it? How impressed are you with that specific mental quality? And compared to the big players you've managed, how does he rate? Have you seen anyone who has the same kind of ability to do that?
I saw a lot, yeah. A lot. In Barcelona was many. In Bayern Munich as well, so a lot. Otherwise we don't win titles. Just one player had this mentality, and the other ones, he has the mentality to score a goal. Sometimes you are the press and miss a goal. This is not the case, but for the holding midfielder, for the defenders, like, oh, I make a mistake, it doesn't matter. I go to defend, good action, the next one. Keeper, if I make a mistake, we concede a goal, and immediately it's there. You don't have a lot of them, otherwise we don't have chance. It is the most important factor as a winning team, to be stable all the time during 95 minutes. Tomorrow is going to suffer. There will be minutes that they are not good. How you behave in that moment, that is the key.
We've seen him in recent games, for example, against Newcastle, his build-up play becoming better. How do you think he's evolving when it comes to the all-round Erling?
In our build-up.
Yeah, in the all-round, the stuff that's not just scoring goals.
Yeah, it's important. So I don't like one player just to be in the box to score goals. Of course, it's so important. It's the main thing. It's not what we need of him. But apart of that, when we are away from the opponent box and he cannot score a goal, we need him to be involved in be active in not just we have to take a look at him. He has to be involved in what we are doing, and this we can improve.
But do you think he's improved much since he came?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, he can improve better.
Okay, thanks.
Hi, Pep. We've just been speaking to Kevin before he came in. He's a player who's played consistently high level for you in your 7 years here, set really high standards for himself. How do you rate his form so far this season?
It was a difficult season, I would say, for all of us, me included, for the World Cup, for many things, for do it. So I would say the same. I'm not going to discover Kevin. Kevin has the ability to do it. So what I would expect many times to him, to go to the easy principles, do it well. He has an incredible ability to make an assist, to score goals, and see passes like anyone else. But always I believe they will increase and will get better when the simple things that don't lose the ball, the mobility, that incredible capacity to be active in the movement, the simple things do it again better and better. When this is going to happen, the rest will come along. I would not like to have the feeling that it's like Erling. I don't want to just score goals and the rest I don't care. So he will score when we'll be involved in the game. In our game, we'll be involved. It means you are inside of the game, the ball is come, you're going to put in the net. The Kevin is the same. When the sympathy you do perfectly, you are in the right moment, move outside, inside. When you have to attack the channels or whatever you do, whatever you feel, in that moment, the actions to create incredible passes that only him can find him, it will be easier. It will be better.
Hi, Pep. Obviously, the first leg was very tight. Leipzig played here last year. They lost 6-3. It was a lot more end-to-end. What kind of game are you expecting?
Different manager long time ago. So I don't pay any attention about what happened there. So the first half we were better. The second half they were better. We saw the game. We tried to figure out what we're going to do and try to adjust a few things that maybe can help us to have more control and play a little bit better.
Is tomorrow night about you getting as much control as possible rather than letting it be end-to-end?
Always I believe the transition games always is a coin, It can go in your favor, but it's a knockout game, and maybe the game we need to break more the game, maybe don't. We'll see. At the end, the game will dictate a little bit what you have to do. We'll see.
Hi, Pep, Sky Italia. I was really impressed about what you said before the first leg. Nothing will be enough. My first thought was about Messi. Before the World Cup, everyone saying, lots of people saying, he must win to complete his career. And for me, it was crazy. So you really think that the balance of your huge work here for the public opinion, it's only about winning this cup or not? Because after the World Cup, people were still saying Maradona is better than Messi, for example. So you think for the public opinion, everything is about this cup?
Yes.
Simply yes.
Yes.
And why? It's strange, I think, because
To the public.
there's lots of work in these years.
To a public opinion. That doesn't mean that we change it. I agree with that, but absolutely will be judged for that competition. Yeah, definitely. Because since the day one arrived here in the first game in Champions League, they asked me when just arrived, landed here, sitting for the first time, you are here to win the Champions League. I said, what? So I was manager for Real Madrid, that this is not going to happen, but I could understand, but here, I don't know, but I accept it. So as much you go through, it's not going to change that, yeah, definitely.
Can you ask one in English before we take one or two in German? No? Just down there, please.
Hi Pep, good day. Christoph Nkunku and Xaver Schlager will miss the game. How will that affect the game of the opponent tomorrow? And Nkunku and Schlager, central midfield.
Yeah.
How will that, in your opinion, affect the game of Leipzig? And what kind of game do you expect starting at 0?
I think they are so aggressive in the build-up and in the high pressing. They have an incredible build-up with the both central defender, use the keeper. They play 8 players inside and 2 incredible wide fullbacks. Like it's difficult when you close inside, they put outside to the fullbacks and they drop you. When you defend outside to don't arrive to the fullbacks, they have an extra 2 or 3 more players inside. That's why it's so difficult to control them. You have to be in the right tempo, in the right moment to do the good pressing, otherwise it will be so difficult. Of course, Nkunku is exceptional players, but I think they live this season without him, and they have done it so far really well. So, of course, I expect a speed recovery again for him. And try to find our spaces and our places to, our quality and our players to punish them. So hopefully we had defend because they are better, not because we have this mentality to defend. This thing is not going to happen. We go there, we have to win the game, and to win the game we have to try it. And I think it will be a good game because they have a fantastic team. So I admire a lot Leipzig, what they have done. When I was in Munich, it was in the 2nd division, so I could not face them. But since then, what I've done, I've seen so many years, it's really good. It's a stable club, and they do really good things. So yeah, I'm a big fan of what they do.